SuperTalk Mississippi media production. Pike County, here comes your morning show. Dave in the morning on 93.5 FM, SuperTalk Mississippi.
So now, understand, you're not going to dictate to me what I do and what I don't do, but I'm still the mayor, Mr. Brown.
None of this meeting is recorded. None by any parties. Correct?
No, sir, mine is recorded. I'm being accused.
Any conversation.
Said I want to make it on record. I want the allegations in writing, or the accused, or on recording of this harassment.
And now, here's your host, Dave Hughes.
Good morning to you on a Tuesday morning. I hope it is a wonderful day for you and yours. If not, we're going to make it a wonderful day. Most definitely, because I'm overestimating just a little bit. 36 hours away from Shuffle to the Chefs 2026. And we have with us the man who is running around. I've got good news. Like me, his hair is no longer on fire. It just went off to do its own thing for a while. My friend Brandon Andrews, how are you doing this morning?
I'm well. The fire has been extinguished. The hair is not on fire. I walk into a lot of rooms and get about halfway through some meetings and look up and say, it's a good thing I don't have hair.
Yes, yes. That's how it goes away to begin with. You just start pulling it out by the handful.
That's right. But yep, it's gone. We match.
Now, let me ask you. How ready are you for Friday and a nap?
Give me Saturday, because we do a lot of cleanup on Friday.
True,
yeah.
True.
And for the first time ever, the silent auction, we're going to do pickup on Friday. So,
okay, yeah.
Silent auction's a huge part of Shuffle to the Chefs. We have so many great items. Selman's, I always mention them first because their piece it's insane. I don't know. I don't want them to think about it. I don't want them to do the price check on it because it is a gorgeous piece of jewelry that they just give us in the name of St. Andrews because of the cause. So that, and then so many other great things. We have anything from a Susie Sanders painting to a Botox gift certificate to all over the place. And traditionally, we did the silent auction at the end of the night. Mm-hmm. Now, if you know about Shuffle, because of the fine folks at formerly Southwest Distributors Southern Beverage Company and Northside Spirits, not only are we eating as much as we can eat, we got some folks that might love a bottomless cup. So the auction, while generous and fun, it's a little hard, to gather people around to get money and give them their stuff. So we're doing a designated time from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Friday. The nap will be Saturday.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. Shuffle to the Chefs. If someone's never been to Shuffle to the Chefs, number one, shame on you. But if you've never been, tell them about the experience. What's going to happen tomorrow night at the Mill?
Okay, here we go. 18 years ago, a wonderful group of individuals, folks of the likes of Vicki Webb and Tina Brumfield, Betsy Merle, Virginia Goza. They began a kind of progressive dinner of sorts. You would go from house to house and have a menu item prepared in those homes. And the Dowdies were part of that. Susie Sanders hosted, Catherine and Sam Sanders hosted, and the Clarks hosted. You would go into those homes, you paid your ticket, and you would have this great food and a night of community. Luckily, within the first few years, it grew. And oh my goodness, we need more space. Now we are at the Macomb Mill, which is a great space owned by St. Andrews. That's really, it's maybe one of the most versatile buildings in our area. I mean, it's a blank canvas that you can do whatever you want. Concert, wedding. If you are popular enough and you need to have your funeral there, I bet we could swing it.
You probably could, actually, because if you've never been inside the Macomb Mill building, number one, it looks big from the outside, but it's underselling itself. It's enormous.
Absolutely.
The space inside.
The property itself is a whole city block, and we've got the small business incubator in there that kind of grows small businesses with some reduced rent so that they can create new jobs, which is a full circle thing that if they come to us for assistance, they may be in need of a job. Well, we've got a job for you because this small business is growing and they need a new employee. So that's a cool part of the mill, but that space holds like 900 people. And we've sold in the past, I believe, 800 tickets for Shuffle. So it's a big space. The good thing about it, even when we sell out, it's so much space. So you're walking into this room, this huge warehouse, if you will. And there are this year 27 chefs singing their greatest hits. That's going to be fried chicken and fried eggplant from the dinner bell. That's going to be...
and let's stop right there.
Yeah.
You led with the big one. First time ever.
First time ever in 18 years. The stars have aligned, and they're available to come for Shuffle to the Chefs. And I really appreciate the Davises for kind of going out on a limb and doing this, because what they do at the dinner bell day in and day out is it's a big task. I mean, it's a lot. When you look at what they prepare every day or every day that they're open, and then all the walks of life that they see and put together, honestly, their concept is Shuffle. I mean, we don't have a lazy Susan, but we got a lot of food, and we have all walks of life that are coming in. So you're going to go in. The tickets are $100. Don't let that scare you, because here's this: $3.70 per chef. That's really, I mean, I don't know. You know, what would that get you? A drink? A tea? Now
maybe depends on where you're at.
That's right. That's right. A tea. And so for $3.70 per chef, that you're going to get to try as many times as you want, whether that's the pulled pork egg roll from Greg Duncan, that, I mean, I've heard of things that make you want to slap your mama. I'd beat the snot out of her over a pulled pork egg roll. They're that good. That's Potbelly's Barbecue and Greg Duncan. And we have Nona Lynn's Jacked Up Jambalaya. That is always a hit. Anything Nona cooks. I mean, you hear of singers that could sing the phone book. I think Nona could. I mean, honestly, anything would taste good if she got a hold of it. She just has that touch. So she's going to be there with their food truck side of things, which is Rustic Magnolia. But that's Nona Lynn, so they're going to be there. You're coming into Shuffle. You got 27 chefs. Eat as much as you want. Not only can you eat as much as you want, you can drink as much as you want, because we have Coca-Cola. I'm sipping on one this morning. Shout out, Barney. I know you love me. Coca-Cola provides all of our non-alcoholic beverages generously, and they're also a sponsor. And then, formerly Southwest Distributors, Southern Beverage Company, which is the Costas family. They have purchased Southwest Distributors. And this is their first year. This is relatively a fresh deal. I believe they just finalized everything pretty recently. So the Costas family, we met Theo Costas III, and he's about 25, and he was at the Macomb office, and we're explaining, this is what Shuffle is, this is what St. Andrews does. Sure, whatever y'all need. Yeah, absolutely. So Southern Beverage Company, just as much as Southwest Distributors was a family company and community atmosphere, it's now become an extended family because they have that same spirit. So we're tickled for that because those deals can go south when a larger company comes in to take over something. Yeah,
they really can.
They can kind of forget where they are, but they are on board, and we love that. And so we really appreciate them mentioning them because all you can drink on their products that they donate. So there's you some old beer water if you need it. But
I'm pretty sure they're never going to use old beer water in their marketing.
Probably not. Probably not. But anyway, they do that. And Northside Spirits make sure that we have wine and some stronger stuff. Now, your wine and your beer and your Coke products are all included in that ticket. But if you've got to go a little bit stronger, we sell a $20 cup that you can just fill her up. And if all of this goes south for you, I myself, for the past, and coming up in March, have attended these little meetings. And you just holler at me. If Friday morning comes around and you need a little help, just give me a shout out.
And we're right back to the Coke products. Did we mention there's Coke products?
We are right back to the Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Now, one thing, let's divert just a little bit here because you mentioned them, and I want to make sure we give the appropriate amount of attention to what this is for, because it is such a big deal. St. Andrew's Mission does so much fantastic work.
St. Andrew's Mission was incorporated in 1997, and it was born out of the church, St. Andrew's, and so they had a daycare service for the White Acres housing projects, and the needs grew, so the mission grew. As Methodist churches here, there, some kind of shrunk and closed and other things, the mission couldn't go away because the congregation at the church may have shrunk and they may have closed their doors, but the mission continued to grow. So through the years, there's a specific number of medical clinics that I don't want to mention because I want to give away a ticket, and I want this to be the sneaky way that I tell you how many clinics we have. So I'm going to divert my St. Andrews for just a second. This phone number, 769-276-8700. 769-276-8700. We'll give away a ticket if you can text the number of medical clinics that St. Andrews has. 769-276-8700, a free shuffle ticket.
It's $100 ticket.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I want to remind you, it's a decent price.
Now, don't go out there and resell it, okay? Please. But just text the number of medical clinics and we'll be good.
If you resell it for $150 and give St. Andrews the extra $50.
That's right. So the thrift stores we have, now we're up to 6. Vicksburg, Natchez, Macomb, Brookhaven, Ridgeland, and I always leave out one, and that's okay. Oh, Vidalia, Louisiana.
Yes.
So there we go. We have 5 in Mississippi, 1 in Louisiana. Now, when I first got on the board, y'all, I love to chase rabbits, so I'm probably going to tell you a lot. But when I first got on the board, I thought, what in the world does a thrift store got to do with a mission? Because you're selling the stuff back to them, Okay, here's the concept that has worked brilliantly. The funds generated from the thrift store carry the insurance, basically, for all the medical clinics, the buildings, the food pantry buildings. We have a food pantry. I'll get there in a minute. The senior center, activity center down on Main Street. The funds come, those thrift stores help us do more. But in our economy, all of a sudden, if you're a mom and you got to put clothes on 4 kids, that $1 t-shirt is a blessing. So people are tickled to be able to go in there, stay clothed in the winter, buy a coat, go get a swimsuit or something for the kids, and they're tickled.
Not right now, they'll freeze to death, but later.
Do that to them.
Later.
Don't do that to them. But there's stuff in there with tags on them. I mean, neat.
Yes.
That just folks have never, they either lost weight, gained weight, I'll get in it one day and it never happened. All kind of stuff, furniture, fine china. I mean, it's all kind of stuff in there. But the thrift stores.
I'm going to throw one out you didn't mention that might catch some people's attention.
What's that?
Movies.
Yes.
A ton of movies in there.
And music. I
Yes.
mean, vinyls, great vinyls. I don't know what some people are thinking, but that's okay. Don't think. Keep donating it.
Just keep driving over.
That's right.
That's all they're asking.
That's right. I don't care if it's a wrapped Beatles record.
That's not big. It looks like it might have been signed. I don't care. Here.
Right. Somebody scribbled on that thing.
Yes. So that's probably worth less now. Yeah.
We have a winner.
Okay.
We do. And it's a number that I have in my phone. It is Debbie Watkins.
Oh, the one and only.
It's Debbie Watkins with the State Street Junior Players and the college, Southwest Mississippi Community College.
Buddy Debbie.
Debbie Watkins knows that we have 2 free medical clinics. So there you go, Debbie. How about a ticket to Shuffle?
Now, the 2 free medical clinics, I understand there is a chance you may be expanding a little bit in that area with a particular service.
Yes. So this year, we talk about whiplash. We almost lost the Macomb Clinic because the providers are volunteers. I mean, and if their schedule doesn't allow, and, and the times or whatever with malpractice insurance and all the red tape, that just doesn't let you go out and do good things often. So we almost lost that Macomb clinic, but Dr. Furman has picked it up. So it's blowing and going, and that's for uninsured, and they don't treat everything there, but if you're uninsured and you've got a problem, it becomes a ticket to where you need to go. Because
it's a lifeline.
Yeah, because all of a sudden a referral turns into somebody that can help you, or maybe you didn't know about this, insurance that could supplement whatever. They really do help a lot of people. So the medical clinic blowing and going in Macomb and Brookhaven, 2 of those. And then this year we added Valerie Turner, Dr. Valerie Turner, to our board, and she is a fantastic dentist. And last night, they don't make me sign NDAs, and that's their fault.
That's their problem.
That's their fault.
They messed up. But if you've met Brandon, get him to sign an NDA.
Yes, and I don't know what they mean, but whatever. Whatever. So here's the thing. I heard if there was a possibility, maybe some dental services will pop up. If folks are in dental pain is the worst. A toothache could take you out, I think. I don't know. And I'm not being wimpy about that. Almost like amputate my hand, but please don't make my tooth hurt. There's something about oral pain that's like connected to the whole body. But anyway, she was mentioning to our executive director the possibility of being, let's do it if we can. So that's being investigated. So maybe in 2026, 27, we'll see a dental chair pop in there for some emergency needs, because we don't have an emergency nighttime dentist or anything like that, or especially for uninsured. So if they pop in there within the next year or 2, you may see a dental chair. So that's fantastic. And that's really the beauty of St. Andrews, is kind of, I don't know that we've ever gone out and sought talent. People have just shown up, and everybody does what they can, whether that's, run their mouth for publicity, raise money because they're in banking and they know who has it.
They know who to tap on the shoulder.
Yes. And so the beauty of St. Andrews, all these moving parts, that we're even able to do the 2 free medical clinics, the 6 thrift stores, the food pantry, when SNAP benefits were maybe going awry this past year, it got wiped. It was so used, which the thing I love about the food pantry is nobody's showing up with like a pillowcase waiting in public for food. Like St. Andrews does moves with dignity, because if you are in need, most likely you don't need extra emotion at that time. So no shame, no excessive questions. If you need it, come. So I love that model too, because it's if folks can have dignity in the middle of their hard times, that I think things get better faster, because you don't get wallowed down in that. But anyway, that I'm not a psychologist, so I don't have a clue on that. But anyway, dignity, we try to do that. The food pantry, wiped, since restocked, and the funds, from Shuffle help with that. Hot meals to shut-ins. We had folks, retired folks, Bob Hemmeter, Beth Hemmeter's dad. He would drive food to folks twice a week, and he was sick. And he was dropping food.
Yeah, but you couldn't stop Bob.
No.
Bob is unstoppable.
That's right. And so Rick Passman, he was in the throes of Alzheimer's and still wanted to help people, like on his good days. So he'd ride with Bob and they'd go drop off food. St. Andrews is filled with those kind of characters that are just doing the best they can for everybody that they can. So the food, the hot meals, the senior center, or the activity center, I believe it's been branded, on Main Street, is really cool. Some people may have heard of the St. Andrews line dancers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you've ever been to Noon Tunes or Smoking on the Tracks, it doesn't take long before they get to moving, They do that. I think that's therapy for them. They get together. They know who they're going to see, the friendships, the camaraderie, and plot twist, some of them can actually dance.
Some.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I always say that about people that may not be able to sing. I think that they could carry a tune. Just that unloading part that gets to be a little heavy.
Yes. Very much so.
I could carry it, just don't know how to unload it.
I have been told several times, I'll bet you can sing. I'm like, how much? I'll take that bet right now, because
let's get some wages on the table. So the senior center, they do anything from helping folks, get signed up on their Medicare when it comes time for that, or, Medicare subsidies, or whatever they at that season of life, they kind of help each other. So that's good, because it's not really there's no billboard on how to get old, or how to even at any age. I mean, it's so much. Applications are hard, and talking to insurance, getting a human on the phone is hard.
Oh yeah, good luck. Give that up.
So being able to sit with somebody who's maybe just been through the experience successfully, that's a kind of a mission. I mean, it's a ministry of sorts to be able to help somebody. Neighbors kind of helping neighbors. The other thing that we have for St. Andrews 2 is a great network for disaster assistance. So if we have, and never want to again, a Katrina, or any hurricanes, tornadoes, anything like that, there's a great network of. St. Andrews may not physically be the person out there on your roof tarping it up, but we got numbers of roofers that are willing to. So that's nice to have that kind of disaster hotline, because it becomes a panic. The last thing you need to think about is, what is Bobby Joe's phone number and where's his blue tarp?
Where's my blue tarp? That's a question you're asking.
That's right.
Now, all of this is a part of what St. Andrews does in our community here in Southwest Mississippi. And all of that, I don't care how many volunteers you have, I don't care how many donations you have, it takes money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, does it take money?
We had a board meeting last night, and just looking over the financials of what insurance costs just for property, just for the facilities. We're redoing the Georgia Avenue building down, kind of headed towards Summit Street. To the medical clinic is essentially, ripping and running over there, kind of moved off Bendat. The food pantry's on its way there. So we're hoping that it becomes kind of a one stop, because if you need one, you might need the other, So if we can get all of that into one spot for some folks in need, then that's what we're doing. But remodel and just this was either year 24 or year 2025. Somebody stole the copper off the back of the Georgia Avenue building.
I remember that.
So that's a price tag. So it's just stuff, it costs money. But this community and the businesses that we have that support us, that I don't even know if they check their balance before they say, sure, here's the check. Here's this. It happens, and that's the only reason St. Andrews is still standing.
Well, and that's why Shuffle to the Chefs is so important. Bringing it back around to take it home.
Yeah, that's right.
Shuffle to the Chefs tomorrow night, 6 till 9 at the Mill down in Kramertown. Mm-hmm. I assume it's too late to buy a ticket if somebody. Oh, it's not. Okay.
No. One thing people love about Shuffle is they know how big that meal is, so they just wait till the last minute. But I think we're like at 85% sold.
Okay.
So that's pretty fantastic. So if you need a ticket, I would grab one today. Don't wait until tomorrow. In person, you can get those at Selman's on Delaware or PJ's Coffee. You can get them from any St. Andrews board member or the Front Street office. The cool thing about Shuffle that we as a board celebrate, it's our only fundraiser.
Yeah, this is it.
It's our only fundraiser.
This is it.
So we're not going to come haggle you again next month or anything like that. Just once a year, a sense of community, raising money to do some good. And honestly, where food prices are at, $100 for all you're going to eat and drink, it's a pretty good deal now too.
It really is.
So we want you to come do that and experience Shuffle. One of the cool things, we don't decorate much anymore. We don't worry about themes because Shuffle has become its own identity. What is a mainstay are these banners. And around the room, there are big banners that tell you everything that St. Andrews does. So while you are halfway through that fried eggplant, you can look up and get that warm fuzzy that St. Andrews has something called FIG, or filling in the gap, or filling in gaps for food. So if somebody's in between jobs or whatever, look up, see that. It makes the eggplant taste better. If you even thought that could happen, it can.
Oh, and we're completely out of time. We're past out of time, but I didn't care. Still don't care.
Sorry.
No. But before we go, I want to give you a chance to recognize your sponsors, because it's a lot of sponsors that kick in on this, and that's above and beyond the ticket sales. But these folks make it possible for Shuffle to the Chefs to happen now for 18 years and running. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put and running on the end because we're not jinxing anything here.
Not at all.
Who has helped you out this year?
So always to our platinum sponsors, these are at our highest level. That's C Spire, Wayne Sanderson Farms. They give dollar and product.
Oh, nice.
Which is cool. So,
money and chicken.
Yes.
That's a good day.
I love that. Southwest Health, First Bank, Pike National Bank, Coca-Cola, SuperTalk, Pike County. Y'all give us some commercial time, which is not cheap.
I've heard that they're incredibly good-looking people at SuperTalk.
They do all right.
Okay.
SuperTalk.
Glad to get a little affirmation there.
I hear you. Southwest Media Group, Macomb Billboard, now Southern Beverage Company, Modern Meal Inc., Keith and Karen Sanders, Enterprise Journal, Southwest Supply Co., the Belote Family Foundation. I like to give Rod a nod, okay? When Southwest Distributors went away, you would think, dang, we lost a sponsor. We gained. Southwest Supply Co.'s Rob's, his new baby, and now they've started a family foundation. We didn't lose one. We gained two.
There you go.
Okay. So still doing good in the neighborhood. Graphics, etc. Hometown Realty, Stephanie Ricks Dentistry, Rooted Title, Dixie Packaging, Air Comfort Systems, Judge and Measures Keith Sterrett, Faust & Associates, Scenic Rivers, Northside Spirits, Lamar Billboards, United Country Southern States Realty, Jim Alford, and Craig Haskins and Associates. It's a long
That's a nice list.
It's a
nice
long list.
though.
And then 27 chefs. That blows my mind. This is the largest year. So 27 chefs in 2026. We're tickled.
It's going to be a whole lot of people waddling around on Friday.
Yep.
I wonder, you ought to start asking people, just out of curiosity, how many people skip lunch on Shuffle Day just to be ready?
Tonight, you need to eat a big supper. Go ahead and stretch that stomach out.
Yeah, exercise.
So by tomorrow night, you are famished.
Pre-game Shuffle to the Chefs so that you got the space and you can get the most out of it. Tickets are available right now. You can get them at Selman's. You can get them at PJ's Coffee. If you see Brandon, flag him down, throw a bird at him, something, whatever, get his attention, and they'll sell them to you $100 a piece. Tomorrow night, 6 till 9 at the Mill in Kramertown. Enjoyed talking to you, man.
You as well. Always good to catch up.
Yeah, I hadn't talked to you in forever.
It's been a minute.
It has been a long minute, it seems. Speaking of long minutes, we may have some of those over the weekend weather-wise, well past Shuffle. You don't have to worry about that. But Saturday, we'll take a look at that when we come back. Keep it here.
Every now and then, we remind all of you loving, awesome, hardworking husbands that you have a premium it's time to renew. No, it's not life insurance, car insurance, or health insurance. It's way more important than those. I'm Kristen. Gentlemen, it's time to renew those long-term wife insurance policies. When you surprise her with a gift from Selman's, you remind her that no matter what lies ahead, you and she will get through it together. Your gift tells her this long-term wife insurance policy is for life. Renew your long-term wife insurance policy right here at Selman's. We're in it for the long term with you.
Ladies, your health is your priority, and the Women's Health Center in Macomb is here to support you. We're thrilled to announce the return of Dr. Ann Vu. Dr. Vu joins our dedicated team, including Dr. Kevin Richardson, nurse practitioner Shayla Stanberry, and midwife Tara Givens. From routine checkups to specialized care, we offer comprehensive services tailored to your needs. Schedule your appointment today. Visit us at 1318 Harrison Avenue or call 601-684-2300. The Women's Health Center, where your well-being comes first.
Don't miss Dave in the morning. Even when you miss it the first time, you can catch it on the podcast. Missing out would be a crime. SuperTalk 93.5 is always the place to be. Want to get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalk.PikeCounty.com. It's all around, it's all the Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, or just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or anytime you have the crave. SuperTalk.PikeCounty.com.
Weekday mornings at 6 after 9 on 93.5 FM, or you can catch up anytime by going to
SuperTalk.PikeCounty.com.
Dave in the morning at SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. Catch up and catch on.
I'm alright, nobody but about me. Why you got to give me a fight? Can't you just let it be? I'm alright, don't nobody but about me. You got to give me a fight. Why don't you just let me be? Do what you like, do it naturally. But if it's too easy, you're gonna disagree. It's your life, isn't it a mystery? If it's nobody's business, it's everybody's game.
Welcome back. Super Talk, Mississippi, Pike County, 93.5. Always glad to catch up with Brandon. I have known him Mini Moon. Mini Moon. Good guy. Good guy. Now, let's look at the happy topic, which is the weather. Got some good news possibly on this. Let's go through the forecast first, and then I'll explain the possible good news. The forecast, 50% chance of rain today, if you can believe it. Mainly this afternoon. High, though, of 63, so it's just going to be wet. Tonight, 60% chance of rain. Temperature around 57. It's going to stay about 57 all night. Again, just wet. Tomorrow, 40% chance of showers, high of 67. Tomorrow night, 50% chance of rain with a low of 53. So, again, no threat there. I've seen everybody going crazy thinking that we're going to have a wall of ice move in today and it's just going to be here through next week. No. Friday, 40% chance of rain. Friday night, 60% chance of rain, but Friday night we start easing into the danger zone. Friday during the day, a high of 64. The low Friday night, 36. That's almost cutting the temperature in half between Friday and Friday night. Probably not cold enough to cause an issue with that 60% chance of rain Friday night. Saturday, showers with a high of 42 is an 80% chance of rain on Saturday with a high of 42. Saturday night, that's what we've got to keep a very close eye on. You've got really until Saturday night to get ready. The low Saturday night in the forecast for Pike County, 25, with the north wind blowing at 10 miles an hour steady, gusting as high as 20. That's a 100% chance of rain for Pike County Saturday night with a low of 25. Freezing rain, it would be surprising if we didn't have that, I would think. Sunday, the freezing rain will continue until about noon. Maybe little spots here and there afterwards. The high on Sunday, 33. That north wind is still going to be blowing at 10 miles an hour, a gust as high as 20. All the way into Sunday night, we're still going to have a little bit of a chance of freezing rain, not much. Maybe some snow flurries just to top everything off Sunday night at the end. The low temperature Sunday night, 20, with that north wind continuing to blow at 10 miles an hour. After that, we're done with the precipitation. Whatever we have on the ground Monday morning, that's what we've got. The good news is on Monday, sunny skies with a high of 37. What we do have will start to melt away, whatever we get. North wind will still be blowing. I would be remiss if I didn't extend this on out and give you the final forecast period. Monday night, clear skies, no precipitation. That's good because the forecast low for Monday night is 17. That's not wind chill. That's on the thermometer. A low of 17 for Monday night, but that will be after the precipitation has moved out, and that's okay. But we do have the chance for an event, I guess would be the way you would put it. Now, I've mentioned a guy before named Ryan Hall, meteorologist. He actually left the TV station he was at when his YouTube channel took off. He tracks severe weather. It's what he does, literally for a living. He has a post out this morning explaining that the models, the computer models for this precipitation, for this potential freezing rain event, the models are going north. To the point to where everything, the whole thing shifted up about 200 miles in the Euro model. The GFS model, one of the other main models, did the same thing. The NAM, the ensemble, the AI guidance, everything moved it north. Still going to be a major winter storm over the weekend, but as it continues to move north, that's good for us here in southwest Mississippi. Because I told you yesterday that the National Weather Service, in their update, in their alert, said that southwest Mississippi had the highest chance in their forecast area of freezing rain. Thanks, by the way, for that. We always appreciate being called out. As this moves north, our chance could decrease. Now, am I willing to go out on the limb and say, oh, we're not going to get anything? No. No, I'm not. But I think that possibility is back on the table. It's over at the edge. It might fall over if you bump the table, so sit down carefully. But I think that's, once again, a possibility. But here's the thing that you have to remember, and this is why all of the wishy-washy language and hedging of the bets. Yesterday it was coming right through here. Today it's going through Tennessee, basically, and North Mississippi. The closer we get to Saturday, the more dialed in the forecast becomes, and it's going to change again. It could change back to the south. It could move even further north. Because it's all down to the timing. See, we've got rain coming through. That's going to happen. That's going to happen today and all week long. But that Arctic air mass that's coming down, it's really a question of how far and how quickly that Arctic air mass pushes south for precipitation to fall through. Because it's going to rain basically until Sunday night. The cold weather, the freezing weather, will get here before the rain ends. The question is when? How far in advance? The earlier the cold weather gets here, the more freezing precipitation we've got a chance for. And we don't really know. See, all the rain is being generated by this subtropical warm air mass. Warm air rises, cold air sinks. So the cold air literally going to just sneak under the rain and come in. And at that point, then the rain is going to fall through sub-freezing temperatures before it hits the ground. That's how you get freezing rain. That's how you get sleet. That's how you get even maybe a little snow flurry here and there. So what it's down to now is the timing. When is that Arctic air mass, that really cold air, going to get underneath the rain, and where? That's why you see the forecast fluctuating back and forth. For right now, everybody is still kind of sticking with this forecast that I gave you right at the beginning of the segment. That's kind of the go-to answer. Yeah, we're going to get a little bit. Want to remind you, if you get, we'll say, a quarter inch of ice on power lines and trees, quarter inch of ice, that's enough to break off some weaker limbs, cause some small problems like that, which could lead to power outages. You get up to around a half inch of ice, that's putting about 500 pounds on every single one of those power lines. Extra. If we got up to a half inch of ice, it would cause problems. So we have to be very hopeful that that is not what happens. But this is one of those cases we're going to get more and more certain the closer we get. Right now, it's Wednesday. We're talking about Saturday. Normally, we've got this stuff nailed down, but this one is a special situation we don't know. We could wind up with just some cold rain, and that's it. We could wind up with, well, what happened about 8 or 9 years ago when we had a coating of ice on everything and the whole world shut down for several days. It could go either way. And we won't know until we get closer. We may not know for certain until Saturday when it makes its move. So we fall back on our rule of thumb. Plan for the worst, hope for the best, live in the middle, because that's usually the way it works out. So we're going to keep an eye on it. If we get any big updates, we'll hit our Facebook page with it. I'll do special updates as big crashing developments happen on our podcast stream. You can find that at supertalk.fm/SuperTalk Pike County, and go up to shows, and you just navigate through. You'll find it. We got to come up with a better way for that to work. But anyway, you can find it. And we'll update it. If you sign up for updates, it'll let you know when I post something. And then you can get updated on it. We're going to have to keep a close eye on this and see exactly where we wind up. Because right now, anyone that's telling you for 100% rock solid certain they know how this is going to turn out I'm going to be charitable. I'm in a good mood today. I'm going to say they're misinformed and wrong. See, I could have called them liars, but I'm going with misinformed and wrong. There is no way to 100% rock solid know how this is going to play out for us here in Southwest Mississippi. I think the National Weather Service forecast that I gave you is probably a pretty good guess as things stand right now. They'll be updating that forecast in the next hour or two and may see some change. Not as much as you think, but Saturday night into Sunday before noon, that's when we're going to have the biggest chance of freezing rain. And then by Monday night, the rain will be gone, but we'll have a low of 17. By the way, everybody who wished for winter weather around Christmas and really wanted it and thought it would be great, knock it off. Just stop. Don't do that again. It leads to bad outcomes. Every time. Final break. Coming up in just a bit here. We'll continue right after this.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. We know the names. We are the people that can find whatever you may need. If you got no money, honey, we got your disease. Jungle. Welcome to the jungle.
Dr. Patrick Daigle is now seeing patients at Mississippi Women's OBGYN. While his location has changed from the Women's Health Center, Dr. Daigle's commitment to exceptional care remains stronger than ever. You'll find the same trusted care now at a new location within the Southwest Health Network. Dr. Daigle and Dr. James Nobles providing comprehensive women's health services at Mississippi Women's OBGYN. Same trusted care, new location, 205 Marion Avenue in Macomb, or call 601-250-4275.
Every now and then, we remind all of you loving, awesome, hardworking husbands that you have a premium it's time to renew. No, it's not life insurance, car insurance, or health insurance. It's way more important than those. I'm Kristen. Gentlemen, it's time to renew those long-term wife insurance policies. When you surprise her with a gift from Selmans, you remind her that no matter what lies ahead, you and she will get through it together. Your gift tells her this long-term wife insurance policy is for life. Renew your long-term wife insurance policy right here at Selmans. We're in it for the long term with you.
Don't miss Dave in the morning. Even when you miss it the first time, you can catch it on the podcast. Missing out would be a crime. SuperTalk 93.5 is always the place to be. Wanna get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. It's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, or just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or anytime you have the crave. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
Dave Hughes here. Remember, every weekday morning at 9:06, it's Dave in the Morning, where we solve the problems of the world, or at least complain about them really loudly and sarcastically. And if you miss out, you can catch up with the podcast version of Dave in the Morning at SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world.
Once again, we have used up an hour
Closing time.
pretty easily,
Turn all of the
honestly.
lights on over every boy and every girl.
This one just kind of flew by. Thanks to Brandon Andrews for coming in to talk about Shuffle to the Chefs, happening tomorrow night at the Macomb Mill in Kramertown. You can pick up your tickets, $100 a piece. You can get them at Selman's Jewelers, at PJ's Coffee, any board member, but I recommend bothering Brandon. Why? Because, well, he needs things to keep him busy. Like he doesn't have enough. But keep him busy anyway. And he will be glad to work out you getting your ticket or tickets to Shuffle to the Chefs coming up tomorrow night. Going to be an interesting weekend, as we just went over with the weather forecast. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep you updated on the weather forecast tomorrow morning as well, if anything changes. I suspect things will change, because there is a chance if the line moves the appropriate amount north, well, it's going to allow more warm, moist air to come in before the cold air gets here and cause an even bigger problem. That's why I said it's up in the air. Anyone who tells you they know what's about to happen, it's their best guess. Because that's all anyone has to offer right now, is a best guess on what this weather event is going to do, other than there is one certainty. The one thing we know this weather event is going to do is stink. That's locked in. That's baked into the recipe. So go ahead and get ready for that. Make your preparations now. Get ready for what is coming our way over the weekend. It'll be a quick blip, and hopefully we'll just move right on and it won't be a problem whatsoever. I would stick around for another hour, but number one, Gerard gets really cranky if he doesn't get his time. So we'll allow him to do that. And also, got to get out of here because, well, today is my wedding anniversary. It feels like 72 years in the best possible way. It also feels like about 5 minutes ago. That's how you know, by the way, little life lesson from Uncle Dave. That's how you know you made a fantastic choice and one of the best moves you could possibly make in your life. When you don't remember a time when they weren't around, but it feels like you just met. That's how you know you did something right. And that's where I live every day. So happy anniversary, honey. I love you dearly, more than you could know. Now, see, I've committed myself. There's probably going to be another dog. I know how this works, and that's okay. You have a wonderful day. Start making your, wow, everything's slickery outside preparations. And we'll do this again tomorrow morning at 9:06, my friend. I'll see you then.
SuperTalk Mississippi Media Production.